All right, we are going to start today on our mat, on our knees in hero's pose. So that just means if your knees are bad, you can choose to maybe put a brick underneath you to take some pressure off the knees and stay a little bit higher. But otherwise, just bring the seat down, rest your hands right on your thighs, and then bow the head for a moment. Today, I think we're going to just dedicate our class just to the word move. We're going to create some movement and breath and just be aware. And we're kind of learning to, as we call it, go with the flow. Takes a lot of stress out of our lives. So our mission is to not really overthink, but just enjoy the movement. So breathe in, breathe out. From here, let's just move on to our knees to Thunderbolt pose. So we're just going to come up a little bit higher, drop the arms next to the thighs, on outer thighs here, and take a breath, reaching the arms out to the side, bring them up over the head. Just take a moment, spread the fingers and look up. And then slide the fingertips behind the head. Keep the head now straight, gaze forward. Pull the elbows back, feel the chest begin to open. And now ever so gently press the back of the head into those fingertips and tilt back and look up again. On your next inhale, just simply push the side walls away from you. On your exhale, let everything soften as you come back to the center. So we're going to do that same thing, just a tiny bit faster. So inhale all the way up and gaze up, fingertips wide. Exhale, slide the hands behind the head and pull the elbows back. Inhale to tilt the head and look up. And then exhale to simply push the walls away and float the hands back to the side. Let's do that one more time. So just feel all that movement going on here, all the way up, gaze up. Glide the hands behind the head, pull the elbows back, push the head into the fingertips as you look up, and then push the side walls away from you, and just soften the shoulders and drop the arms back by your side. Beautiful. Now bring the hands down to the mat to tabletop position. As you inhale, just simply drop the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale, just roll the spine right to the sky. Go again, just nice, easy cat and cow. Connecting that inhale and the exhale with the dropping and the lifting. Everything moving together feels really nice. And then just one more time. After you take your last cat here, drop back down to neutral. Now take the toes underneath you and then push the hips all the way back. Think of coming into a variation of a child's pose, but we're really concentrating now on those toes tucked under. Maybe this is a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. We just need to kind of move those feet a little bit and feel the toe joints. Get a little wake-up call here. Fantastic. And then coming back to tabletop, untuck the toes. And then I want you to just move the hands to face the right and left side of your mat. And from here, just create some circles, gentle circles, waking up our wrists now. Ah, yeah. And then just switch the direction of that circle, go the other way. And then coming back to the center, you have the option of just staying here a moment or maybe continuing that journey, bringing those hands to face you a little bit more. So rock a little forward and pull back. So if this is just too much for you, and keep those fingertips facing out and maybe go back to those circles. And here, just kind of move circular up and down any way that feels okay. And remember to always switch direction. Oh my gosh. And then finally release it. Walk the hands out a little bit further forward. Take the knees out as wide as the mat and bring the seat back to those heels to a full extended child's pose. Feel free now to just move the fingers and wrists around a little bit, and then just find a nice quiet moment to remind yourself what brings you to your mat, and to remind yourself that the mat is your beautiful space, your space to feel safe, your space to maybe explore a little bit, and your space to discover. So take a long breath in, let it go. Lifting up the head and the shoulders, let's just take a little walk over our right leg, and then just drop down again, moving the fingertips forward. Maybe the fingers of the left hand strive for a further distance. And then as you release, relax, let's move back to center and over the left leg. Just go ahead and drop down. Remember, yoga is about, or all your movement is about just constant progression, not about perfection. Beautiful practice for that reason. I don't think we can ever be perfect at this. There's always somewhere else to go, a new variation to try, more depth, space to achieve. And then relax, release right back right to the center, where we'll now come back up to tabletop position. Pull the knees in, shift everything forward, and then just let the hips, the belly, the chest just fall gently to the mat. Bringing the fingertips out wide, stay on those spider fingers as you inhale, lift up to a dynamic cobra. And then exhale, put it right back down. Just enjoy that movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. One more time. Inhale, push with the fingertips and lift. And then exhale, drop all the way down. Beautiful. Slide the hands in towards the chest. Pull the elbows towards one another. Inhale to a little cobra. So keep the elbows bent right here. And then exhale, touch down. Once again, inhale, cobra. Exhale, press down. And once again, cobra. And then tap down, sliding the hands a little further back towards the rib cage, all the way up to full cobra, or lift the knees up to upward facing dog, your choice. I'm keeping mine down for now. And then pull back to your knees, tuck the toes underneath you, pull the knees up and hips back, downward facing dog. Here we are in such a beautiful pose. So spread the fingers wide, be aware of your foundation. Engage your abdominals by bringing them in a little bit more and lifting them towards the rib cage. Spread the fingers, feel grounded, feel rooted. Maybe shift a little side to side, peeking through the arms. And then finally, as you return to center, just bend the knees enough to walk the hands back into a forward fold at the back side of your mat. Let your body just hang a moment. Beautiful. Now, like a rag doll, let's begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. As you root your feet to the mat, begin to stand. Draw the shoulders up and circle them back. And then let's just circle them a couple more times. Fantastic. And then let's repeat what we did in our Thunderbolt pose. So inhale, bring the arms overhead, spread the fingers wide and gaze up. Exhale, glide the hands behind the head and pull the elbows back. Inhale to push the head into those fingers and tilt and look up. And then exhale to simply push the walls away, float the arms down and come back to center. Just one more time like that. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands come down, pull the head, elbows back, look up. And then exhale, simply push those hands away, this time fold forward. Softening the knees, walk back to a plank pose this time. As we come into a plank pose, shift forward, shift back, shift forward, shift back, shift forward, shift back, and then shift forward, pause, dropping the knees. How about this time we lift the hips up a little bit and bring the chest and the chin down. Then just let your body release, come up to cobra, and then tuck the toes, come to your knees, and then back to downward facing dog. Let's go again. Inhale, drift forward. Exhale, drop the knees, lift the hips, and then drop the chest and the chin. And then let everything else come down as you come to cobra, and then back up to knees and down dog. And then one more time, inhale, drift. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Glide up, right to down dog, and hold right here. Beautiful. Gazing now to the front of your mat, just step your feet forward one at a time. Bring your body up halfway, and then fold right back down. Bending the knees, root to rise all the way up, and bring the hands behind the back. Interlacing the fingers, roll the shoulders back towards one another, and pull the knuckles down towards the floor. Feeling your feet grounded and rooted, start to tilt your head back and look towards the sky. And then slowly lead with the heart as you begin to come forward. Bringing the belly to your thighs, kick them out and pull the arms. Now, no worries how far your arms pull towards the floor. I have no flexibility in my shoulders, so just do the best you can. And then bending the knees, release the arms, find a chair pose right here. Beautiful. Keeping your chair pose, pull the right arm back towards you and then send it back behind you, open to a twist to the right. And then pull the arm back to you and reach back to chair pose. And then next, bring the left arm back and just reach, follow it with your eyes, and then come back to chair pose. Let's go one more time each way, pulling the right arm back, following it with your eyes, reaching back, and then bringing it back, same path, and then the other side. You got this. Yes, and back to chair pose. Bringing the hands right to the heart, breathe in and sink a little bit lower. And then exhale, twist to the right-hand side. We've not taken a chair twist in a while, so just embrace this for a moment. Keeping yourself nice and low here, return to center with an inhalation, and then exhale, twist over to the left-hand side. Slowly return back to the center and straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Bending the knees, root to rise, bringing the arms over the head. The left arm comes by your side as you tip over towards that left side, reaching the right arm over. That tip of your arm is right next to your ear. And then inhale, both arms reach up. And exhale, dropping the right hand down by your leg. Just tip over towards that right side, reaching with that top arm. Inhale, bring both arms back up. Exhale, simply pull the elbows down, gaze up. And then inhale, lifting to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. And exhale, fold. Stepping the left foot back, drop the knee down. Keeping the front knee over the ankle. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Inhale, pull the front leg straight and the hips back. And then exhale, rebend. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands touch down. Inhale, pull the front leg straight. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching down. Inhale, pulling back. And exhale, coming forward and holding. This time, just move a little side to side. Maybe that front foot can now walk a couple steps towards the right side of your mat, bringing both hands to the inside. Your goal is to move that shoulder close to that front knee. Just shift a little side to side. Feel free to maybe tuck that right arm underneath and just rock deeper side to side. Yes. Perfect. Finally, returning back to center. We're going to just pull the hips back, slide this right leg all the way around behind you and spin to open the gate to the right-hand side. Dropping the arm towards the ear, pull the hip further away from the mat. And then exhale, bring the hips towards the floor as you kind of almost sit down. Inhale, lift the hips back up. Arch that lower waistline and then slowly dip back down. And then just one more time, lifting up, spinning back around. Tuck the toes underneath you, hips up, hips back, down dog. Beautiful. This time, let's just bring the right foot forward and then the left. Rise halfway and fold back down. Soften the knees and root to rise all the way up and glide the hands right to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pull the elbows down, just look up to the sky. And then exhale, reach up, and exhale, bow all the way down. Inhale, rise halfway, and this time exhale, fold, take the right foot behind you and lower the back knee. Take a moment to make sure that knee is over the ankle. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, and exhale, touch the hands back down. Inhale, straighten out the front leg, and exhale, rebend it. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, touching down. Inhale, pulling back. And exhale, rebend. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, taking it down. Inhale, pull back and hold right here. And then slowly come back into that super deep lunge. Just enjoy that hip flexor stretch. Begin to move both hands on the inside and walk the foot a little towards that left side. And here's your moment to just create a little movement that feels really good to you. Go a little or go a lot. Bringing the hands back to center. We're going to start to pull the hips back, and this front leg's going to whip around slowly as you spin and open your gate to the left. Dropping the top arm to your ear, pull the lower hip away from the mat as far as you can. And then as you exhale, bring the arm back up and lower the hip almost down. And then inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sit it almost down. And then inhale, lift it all the way up. And then swivel back, turn back around. Toes underneath you, hips up, hips back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, drifting forward to a plank pose. Exhale, drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, lower and lift to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, pull it right towards center and put it down. Inhale, rise to high lunge right here. Exhale, hold. Once again, let's reach our fingertips up, spread the fingers wide. Slowly drop the fingertips behind the head. Pull the elbows back to open the heart. Tilt the head back, pressing the back of the head into the fingertips as the eyes kind of begin to go upward. And then push the side walls away as you return to center and lower the arms and reach for the floor. Sweep the right arm up and around and add a twist. And then continue that circle, touch down and step back to plank. Take one breath in plank and exhale, drop the knees and then the chest and chin. Drop down and lift to cobra and then all the way back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, pull it into center and put it down. Find your balance as you rise to high lunge and reach up to the sky and hold. Good. Feel those fingertips reach up. Now bring the fingertips behind the head. Pull the elbows back. Press the head into those fingers as you just take a moment to maybe change your gaze up. And then send the hands away, out to the side walls, and then down to the floor, where you'll just sweep that left arm up into a full twist. Take one breath here, and then continue that journey all the way down. Bring in your hands to the mat, step back to plank. Take a breath here, and then exhale, push to downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Once again, drift to a plank pose. Exhale, knees, chin and chest. I put all those words together. Inhale to cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Fantastic. This time, inhale, bring the right leg to the sky. Exhale, pull it to the right upper arm. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, across to the left. Inhale, lift it. Exhale to center, step forward. Spin the back heel. Bring yourself to warrior one and simply circle the arms to warrior two. Take a moment in warrior two to maybe look down at that knee. Give it a little push lower and outward. You've got this. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Pause here. Take the lower hand and clasp it with the upper hand and simply pull down a little deeper. Feel the side body stretch. Beautiful. Now slowly keep the hands clasped as you go the other way. So start to tip over. And then bring the lower arm to touch your leg and extend that upper arm to extended side angle. Fantastic. Big breath here and big breath out. Taking this top arm, push it towards the floor. As you reach for the floor, spin the back heel and move back to twist, reaching up. One breath here. And then bring the hand down, step back to plank pose. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up high. Exhale, pull it to your left upper arm. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, cross it towards the right. Inhale, back. Exhale towards the center and step there. Spinning the back heel, rise and circle out to warrior two right away. Take a moment to once again check out your front leg, your posture, your shoulders, your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale to a peaceful warrior where we'll pause a moment here. Taking it deeper, bring the back arm all the way up and clasp the one above you. And then pull down a little deeper. On your next inhale, begin to rise, bringing the arms still clasped forward towards side angle. And once you've kind of reached your limit here, release the hands, drop the top arm on the leg, lower arm on the leg, top arm, reach it forward. Extended side angle. Big breath. On your next exhale, bring the hand to the mat, spin the back heel, and move right into a second twist. One more breath. And exhale, bring the hand down, step back to plank pose. Take one breath in plank. Exhale, drop the knees, the chin, and the chest. Inhale, sweep forward to cobra, and exhale, child's pose this time. Coming all the way back. Fantastic. Just take a moment here. Tune in to any needs you may have. Good. Now slowly rise back to tabletop. Taking the right leg out behind you and the left arm out in front of you. Breathe in and exhale, pull the elbow and the knee towards each other. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach, bring the hand around and touch the toe behind you. Inhale, extend. Inhale, tap. Inhale, extend, and inhale, tap. Inhale, extend. This time, catch your foot behind you, and then send that foot into the hand as you just kind of create more space, turn, hold. Fantastic. Beautiful. Extend arm and leg, and bring everything back down to the mat. Left leg goes out and right arm reaches forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale, reach. Elbow, knee. And inhale, reach. And elbow, knee. Inhale, reach. Tap the toe behind you. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. And inhale, extend, and exhale, catch your foot behind you. Seek space by pushing into that hand, turning the body a little more. Take a breath in, and then exhale, let everything come back to tabletop position. Tucking the toes underneath you, bring the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, stack and open up the hip. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, step it forward and put it down. Spin the back heel as you rise to warrior one. And then bring the hands behind the back for a humble warrior. So go ahead and clasp those hands and roll the shoulders back. Push the knee forward towards the toes a little bit more. And then start to move the heart forward, chest forward. Start to turn and look down towards your foot. Pull the arm off of the back and bow as deep as you can. Releasing just the hands, place the fingers on the floor and pull that front leg nice and straight. Maybe the toes come up and the heel stays grounded. And then lowering the whole of the foot to the floor. We're going to begin to move into triangle. So slide that right hand on the right foot, bring it up about halfway, and then open up to triangle pose. Perfect. From triangle pose, let's take our first balance pose, half moon pose. So just bring the hand to the waist first. Bring the eyes to look down at that front foot and rebend the front knee. Reaching down towards your pinky toes, step in and step forward with the hands, and then shift and lift when you are ready. Flexing that back foot, lifting the top arm. Feel free to just rest on the fingertips, on the whole palm, or float the hand off the floor for challenge, a floating Chandrasana. Beautiful. Touching right back down, step all the way back. Find yourself in a peaceful warrior. So come all the way back. There you go. And let's shift forward right into a twist once again. So when cartwheel the arms down, spin the back heel and add the twist. One breath here and exhale, touch down and step to plank. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, bend the knee and stack and open. Inhale, straighten it up. Exhale, step it forward. Spinning the back heel, rise to warrior one. And bring the hands behind the back. Interlace those fingers or clasp those hands. Big key here is to take those shoulders and pull them back and roll them towards one another. Begin to bend the front knee a little more. And now just start to come forward till you're back parallel with the floor. Then begin to bow the head and lift the arms. Take it down wherever your body will take you. From here, just let the fingertips come back down to the mat and straighten out the front leg. Squaring the hips, maybe allowing the heel to stay down and the foot to lift a little. Feeling that deep, deep stretch. And then placing the whole of the foot back down. We're going to bring our left hand to our leg, glide it up about to your shin, and then open up to triangle pose. Taking half moon pose here, bring the top hand to the waist and gaze down towards the floor. Let's go ahead and reach past the pinky toes and soften the knees. Step in with hand and foot and shift and lift to half moon pose. Lifting the arm back up to the sky, flex the foot. Beautiful. Feel free to try and float a little. And then just release, step back, gently return to warrior two, right into a peaceful warrior. And then we'll cartwheel those hands once again and find our twist. Bend the back heel, lift. Good. And then bringing the hand down, step back to a plank pose. And hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg comes up to the sky, bend the knee, stack and open up. Inhale, straighten, exhale, pull it in and put it down. Pigeon pose. Opt for your version if necessary. Now, if you have your ball, you surely can use your ball to rest your forehead on. I want you to just stay here a moment. And though we've concentrated on an honored movement today, we're going to sneak in a little bit of the stillness. So just breathe and enjoy, reflect. So from your pigeon pose, bring the hands back towards you and press all the way up to a nice king pigeon. Now, in order to come back a little further, move the fingers to the floor, pull the shoulders back, adjust that back foot as you need to. I want you to just think about moving your fingers towards the back of your mat. Once again, feel the heart open here. Fantastic. And then placing just the right hand down, bend the back knee and reach for the foot behind you. Releasing and finding your way back to downward facing dog, where you'll walk your dog out. Just bending, releasing. Fantastic. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, bend it and open up the hip. Inhale, straighten it, and exhale, pull it in and put it down. Once again, that moment of stillness on this side. So find your pigeon pose or variation that works for you. And finally, just bring the hands in and pull the shoulders up and back. Adjust as you need to come up as tall as you can. Fantastic. Now take those fingers and reach them towards the back of your mat, really curling the shoulders in towards one another. Ah, yes. And then just the left hand touches down. The back leg bends as you reach back for that foot. Here, play with it a little bit, pull it in deeper, maybe try a little bit of balance. And then finally let it go. Find your way back to downward facing dog and walk it out one last time here. Perfect. So we're going to root our feet and we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. Bring the feet in a little closer and just take the right foot, sweep it back behind you, all the way up to a standing split. And as you do, take your left hand behind the left calf and pull even closer. Remember, it's not how far you dip or how high you lift that leg. It's whatever your limits are that you're reaching that's important. If you feel really in control, you could play around with this and see if you can place both hands behind that supporting leg and balance here. Bringing the hands back to the mat, slowly release and bring the foot down. Bending that left knee super deep. Lift only the left arm and add a nice deep twist here. And then bring everything back down. This time we'll take the left foot and sweep it back and lift it up. Dropping the body towards the supporting leg, taking the right hand behind the calf and pulling in a little deeper. Point that top toe. Once again, feel the four corners or the three corners of the supporting foot. Challenge yourself a little and see if you can maybe add some balance to this. And then both hands touch down as the leg comes down. And once it touches down, just bend that same knee and pull the right arm up. I'm not sure, I might have said the wrong leg last time. So just the opposite, you want to twist and then back to center. Fantastic. Soften the knees and root to rise and glide the hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to a half fold and exhale, walk forward to a downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot outside the right hand, the left foot outside the left. Squat low and deep, bringing hands to heart, and then press and stand, lifting the arms to the sky, open wide. Bring the hands back to center, squat back down deep and low. Bring the hands to the mat and fold. Step the right foot back and the left foot back, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet, and then like a ragdoll, roll to stand. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half fold, and exhale, touch down, walk forward. Bring the left foot outside the left hand, right outside the right. Hands to heart as you squat low. Inhale, push and stand and reach wide and open. Inhale, bring the hands back down, and exhale, stay right here. Fantastic. Balasana. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to make our way down onto the mat here. So any way you can get there, whether you can just reach back and have a seat, whether you need to reshift and just move to the mat, any way that works for you. Find your way down to the mat and stay right here. Bring the ball up towards you. We're going to start with a Navasana boat pose. Let's do a supported one. So grab that ball and just place it at the base of the spine. We're going to lean back. We're going to lift our legs up. And we're going to reach. That is really tough. Figure out where that ball needs. I moved it up a little bit, much more doable. So hold. And then crossing the legs, right leg over the left, walk forward. And then walk back, find Navasana number 2. So I find it easier to make sure that 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 ball is at the above the sacrum, lower part of the back, middle back, and then hold and find your Navasana. This gives you the opportunity to engage the core and lift up a little higher. And then bend the knees, cross the left one in the front, and simply walk it forward. And then walking it back, bring both feet to the floor. Take that ball from behind you. How about we just place it in between our legs, squeeze tight, reach forward, and slowly roll back. Pull the feet in, bring the arms over the head. Inhale, lift the fingers up towards the sky. As you bring them back down to the mat by your hips, lift the hips off the floor. Inhale, lower the hips and bring the arms back up and over your head. Exhale, lift the hips and bring the hands back to the mat by your hips. And one more time. So we're just moving through bridge pose, using the arms. And then exhale, lift the hips high, push the hands down to the floor, and walk the shoulders underneath. Hold right here. Beautiful. Slowly find your way back to the center. Bring the knees towards you. Hands come behind the head, interlacing just the fingertips. Pull the elbows out wide. Now bringing the upper body off the floor. Allow the head to just kind of sink into those fingers. Squeezing that ball tight, point your toes. And then in the count of 2, let the toes touch the floor. So down for 2, and up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2. 4 more, and up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2, and down for 2, and hold it up. Bring the right elbow to touch the ball or close to the ball, and then open back up. Left elbow, and open right elbow, and open left elbow, and open. So the shoulder and the elbow turn as one. And no worries if it can't touch the ball. If you adjust the ball, maybe, but it's not a big deal. Just keep that twist going. A couple more here. One more time. And then release. Bringing the feet to the floor, remove the ball. Straighten the legs out and extend the arms overhead, holding the ball. Rolling up, take the ball with you. Inhale, peel off the floor. Exhale, put the ball right between the feet. Inhale, begin to roll back down. Exhale, lift the feet up and send them towards over your head. Inhale, roll back down. Exhale, roll up and reach for the ball. Inhale, roll back down, and exhale, release it here. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, put the ball between the feet. Inhale, begin to roll back. Exhale, lift the feet and push them overhead. Inhale, roll back down. Exhale, roll up and reach for the ball. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, bring the ball overhead. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, place the ball between the feet. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, lift the legs and push them up and over. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up and reach for the ball. Last time here. Inhale, roll back. Take the ball with you. Release. And inhale, roll up. Exhale, put the ball between the feet and hold it there. Bow the head down, let the hands rest on top of that ball. Beautiful. Keeping that ball tight between the legs, come up straight and tall. Sweep the arms out to the side, breathe in. Exhale, turn either way, reach to the center, past the ball. Inhale, twist, reach right through the center, past the ball. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach center, past the ball. Inhale, twist, and then center. This time, turn and reach outside the foot. Inhale, turn, reach outside the foot. Inhale, turn, reach outside the foot. And inhale, turn and reach outside the foot. Coming back to the center, bring the arms overhead and exhale, bow down. Reach for the ball, bring it with you as you roll back down to the mat. Bringing the feet to the floor, lift the hips off the floor and tuck the ball under your sacrum. Ah, that feels so good. So take a moment here to allow the shoulders to settle in. Kind of wiggle on that ball, give yourself a little massage here, or just tune in to how you feel on that ball. And then bring one foot up at a time into a table position with the legs. Bring the arms out nice and wide, keep them rooted to the mat, and then draw circles with these legs. Okay, squeeze tight as though you're moving two legs within one. So just squeeze and circle and begin to kick the legs out long, pull them in, circle, kick long, pull them in, circle, kick long, and pull them in. Once more, kick long, and come back to the center. Breathe in, a nice sigh out. Okay, go the other way. Start nice and controlled, small. Keep the legs connected. Fantastic. Now begin to extend the legs long, circle around and in, and long, circle around and in, long, circle around and in, long, circle around and in. Keep going, push and pull around and push. We only have two more like this. Push and around, and last time push and around. Back to tabletop. Fantastic. Now challenge, bring the arms straight up. So we're going to just leave our arms where they are, root the shoulders, slowly drop the right toe and touch the floor, and then slowly bring it up. And now the left. Tough, tough, tough. Balance, control. If you are constantly falling off this ball, then please just put the hands on the floor and balance. We're challenging our core a little here. Now, next time, we're going to drop the right toe. You're going to lower the left arm overhead. Thumb touches the mat, and then come back up. Left leg and the right arm touch down. Thumb touches, toe touches, and bring it up. Opposite side, just switch. Control it. Oh my gosh. And then lower. And control it. How about we do one more on each side? So right foot, left arm, come back to the center. And then the other side, super concentration here. And then back into the center. Bending the knees, go ahead and touch down and take that ball from underneath you. Well done. Fantastic. How about we just move our knees to one side and then the other? One side and then the other. And then finding your way right back to the center. Bring the knees into you. Take the ball and right in the center of your legs, I want you to lift the head and shoulders, roll that ball down towards the ankles. Breathe in and then exhale, extend. Inhale, reach to the ankles. Exhale, extend. Reach to the ankles and exhale, extend. And reach to the ankles and extend. Reach to the ankles and extend. Reach to the ankles and extend. Reach to the ankles and extend one more time. And then bring everything to center and lower the head. Bring the feet to the floor. And now it's time to move off to the side. So you want to choose a side that allows you to see me freely. Come up onto the forearm for a moment as you take that ball behind the top leg. Squeeze it tight. Now come all the way down and support the head. Well done. All right, so in this position, feel the squeeze. That's very important. And then keep the leg in this exact position as you lower it and lift it. Lower it and lift it. Lower it and lift it. And lower it and lift it. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. And let's go 8 more. Keep it super simple here. Lower and lift. lower and lift, lower and lift, and 4 more just like this. Here's 4, here's 3, and here's 2, and then here's 1. Now tuck the knee down and then lift it up. Tuck it down and lift it up. Tuck it down and lift it up, and tuck it down and lift it up. Tuck it down and lift it, and down and lift it. 2 more just like this, and then 1 more, hold it up. Pull it towards your shoulder, and then let the toe touch down. To your shoulder and let the toe touch down. To your shoulder and toe touch down, and to your shoulder and toe touch down. To the shoulder and touch down. To the shoulder and touch down, and to the shoulder and touch down, and to the shoulder and touch down. Keep going for 8, for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3. Really feeling this in all parts of this leg, and pull it in and hold. Bring your hand right below the knee, extend at the lower leg, and lift it up for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's go 8 more. Here's 8, here's 7, here's 6, here's 5, here's 4, and here's 3, and here's 2, and then here's 1. Placing it down, use this leg to pull yourself up, and then just take the ball out and open the legs nice and wide. Bringing the ball right in the center, walk it away. Hi, baby. Hey, Daisy. She's too shy to come on screen. Just push the palms onto the ball, bow the head nice and low. Just feel that lovely stretch. And then bring it right back to the center. And now we're going to go the other way. So make sure you bring your legs back together, right onto your mat, bending your knees, turn to the front, take the ball underneath that top leg, and then take it 1 lower level to support the head. Fantastic. Remember, squeeze tight and keep the leg in place. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Beautiful. And let's go 8 more. Here's 8, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and then hold it up. Bring the knee down and bring the knee up. Down and up. Slow, controlled. Keep squeezing that ball. For 4, for 3, and for 2. Last one. Bring the knee towards your shoulder and then touch down. Pull, touch down. Pull, touch down, and pull, touch down. Pull and touch. Pull and touch. Pull and touch, and we're going to go 8 more right here. So really feel that knee come towards your shoulder, touch down. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and final 4. Here's 4, here's 3, and here's 2. Holding it in, reach for your leg right below the knee and take the lower leg straight. Lift it and lower it right here. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 8 more. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Let it lower down, and then just bring yourself all the way up. Take the ball out, extend both legs out wide in front. Take the ball to center 1 more time and push it far away from you, allowing the ears to drop right between those arms. Pull the toes back towards the kneecaps, and then just soften them and relax them. Gently move the ball to the inside of the right leg, keeping that right hand on the ball. Sweep the left one back and over into a nice side bend. Lift enough to turn back into the ball. Walk it to center and over to the other side. Reaching it as far as you can, left hand stays on the ball, right hand pulls back and over, opening up to a beautiful side bend. And lift up and turn and walk the ball back to the center. Bringing it all the way in, bring your feet back together and find your way back to the mat. You've done a great job. Take the ball in those feet, and as you roll back on your back, pull the knees in and lift the feet to the sky. Bring the arms out wide once again. Now I want you to squeeze from the top of the legs all the way down to the bottom, inside of the thighs, inside of the calves, inside of the feet, pressing that ball. And now start to drop a little bit and then circle. So I'm going to say the circle is a medium-sized circle. Stop. Let's go the other way. So just choose that level, that size of circle, somewhere in the middle, not really small, not really big. Feeling the core working as it moves this leg around, these legs around. Few more circles. Last one. And stop in the center. Bring the hands by your side and let them walk a little underneath that lower back just to help support it. Now just begin to lower the legs towards the floor and then lift them right back up. If this still bothers you supporting your lower back, we'll pull our knees in and then lift them. Lower, or just take them about halfway and up. Lots of different options if your back gets too involved here. Just lower and lift any way that makes sense. And then one more time. And release. Let go of your back with your hands. Drop the ball into your hands and bring your feet to the floor. Ditching the ball out to the side, bring the knees in and roll to a seated pose, extended legs behind you. Pushing the floor, find your posture. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, bowing forward. Flex your feet, reach wherever you can and bow down. Inhale, extend and look straight ahead of you. Exhale, come back to seating, bringing the right foot into Janu Shavasana pose. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, seeking space, but this time keep the gaze forward as you bring your chin towards your shin. Inhale, release it. Take this bent knee, lift it up and cross the leg all the way over. Wrapping your left arm around that leg. Bring the right hand behind you and find length through the spine. On your next exhale, twist. Release from the twist, extend the leg out long. Hands by your hips as you find your posture. Inhale, reach up, exhale, bow forward. Maybe try and reach for something a little further forward. Exhale, bow the head down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release and bring that left foot with you. Plant it inside the leg. Rooting the right leg to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach for the foot. Remember, inhale, seek length, and exhale, keep the head up and gazing forward as you bring the chin towards the shin. And then inhale, return to center, picking up that bent knee, crossing the foot over. Wrapping your right arm around this leg, left hand behind you. Inhale to lift, exhale to turn and twist. Had a really nice fluid practice today, a lot of nice movement, connecting our breath with that movement. We're learning to just go with the flow. Bring the legs out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring the hands down behind the head. Pull the elbows back, tilt the head back and look up. And then exhale, simply push the side walls away, float the hands down, and roll onto the back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bringing the arms overhead. Give yourself a really nice stretch, pulling one hip up and then the other, and then settling in and taking a side bend. Bringing your feet over to the same side as your bend. And then returning to center. Tip the other way. Move your feet that way. Take your C stretch on the other side. And then step back to the center. Let the arms float up. And then simply float down. As we now welcome the final pose of this morning's practice, the glorious, the beautiful, the brilliant Shavasana. So just take a moment to embrace this pose. Know that this pose is an essential part of your practice. This is where our body just kind of absorbs all the wonderful and beautiful things you just did for it. Gives that mind of yours a time to stop thinking of anything at all, just your breath. It sets you up for a balanced day. So breathe in and a long breath out. Every exhale allows your body to just relax a little bit more. So focus primarily on the exhale. Finally begin to create just a little bit of movement. Finally make your way back up into easy pose. You guys did awesome today. Thank you for joining me on your mat, allowing me to be part of your mornings here. Let's end with my favorite mantra. So hands to the heart, bow your head. Breathe in through the nose and a gentle exhale through the mouth. Glide the hands to touch between the eyes as a reminder for us to think with positive thoughts. Glide the hands just to touch the lips to remind us to speak words of kindness, encouragement, wisdom, And then finally, hands to the heart to remind ourselves that not only do we give love, but we must be truly open to receive it as well. So namaste, my friends.
Namaste.